You wake up every day, you say the words, you try to believe, and still, nothing changes. That's not because manifestation is fake. It's because something inside you is blocking the signal. And until you fix this, nothing will move. Listen closely, because this might be the moment everything shifts for you. You've been told that manifestation is simple. Just think positive. Just visualize. Just repeat affirmations. So you do it. You say, I am successful. You say, money flows to me. You say, I am loved. But deep down, there's a quiet voice, a voice that whispers, this isn't true. And that voice is stronger than all the affirmations combined. That is the real problem. You are speaking one signal, but feeling another. And the universe, your mind, your reality, it doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your signal. Your signal is made of emotion, belief, and identity. Not just what you say, but what you feel is real. So if you say, I am rich, but you feel lack, you are not sending a signal of abundance. You are sending a signal of lack, wrapped in pretty words. And reality responds to that. That's why nothing changes. It's not that you're doing too little. It's that you're doing it on the wrong level. And I know how frustrating that feels. Because you've tried. You've stayed consistent. You've watched videos, read books, repeated affirmations late at night hoping something would click. And when nothing happens, it starts to hurt. You begin to doubt yourself. You wonder if maybe it works for others, but not for you. But here's the truth. It's not broken. You're just starting from the wrong place. Manifestation doesn't begin with words. It begins with identity, who you believe you are. At your core, right now, your outer world is simply reflecting your inner identity. If you see struggle, delay, lack, rejection, it's not punishment. It's feedback. It's showing you the signal you've been holding. Quietly, repeatedly, subconsciously. So instead of fighting your reality, you need to understand it. Because once you understand the signal, you can change it. And when the signal changes, everything else follows. So let's fix this. Not by forcing positivity, but by aligning your signal. First, stop lying to yourself. This is important. If an affirmation feels fake, your mind rejects it. And when your mind rejects something, it creates resistance. And resistance blocks manifestation. So instead of saying, I am rich, say something your mind can accept. Something that feels possible. Something that softens the resistance. Like, I am learning how to attract money. I am open to receiving more. I am becoming someone who handles wealth. Feel the difference? This creates movement instead of conflict. Second, focus on feeling before words. Your emotions are the real language of manifestation. So before you speak, pause, breathe slowly, and ask yourself, what would I feel like if this was already real? Not the big, overwhelming version, just a small shift. Maybe calm, maybe relief, maybe quiet confidence. Hold that feeling, even for a few seconds, because that feeling is the signal. And when you repeat it, day after day, it becomes familiar. And what feels familiar becomes your identity. Third, repetition is not about saying more. It's about feeling deeper. You don't need 100 affirmations. You need one that you actually believe. One that you feel. One that sinks into your body. Now, I want you to slow down. We're going to do something together. This is where the shift begins. Take a deep breath in, slowly, and release. Again, inhale and let go. Now listen carefully and repeat softly, in your mind or out loud. I am not chasing anymore. Pause. I am allowing. I am opening. I am becoming. Feel that. Don't rush. Let each word land. Again, I am not forcing. I am aligning. I am ready to receive. Now bring your attention to your chest. Notice any tension, any doubt. Don't fight it. Just observe and say, "It's okay to feel this, but I choose a new signal." Again, "It's okay to feel this, but I choose a new signal." Now imagine a version of you. Not perfect, not unreal, just slightly ahead. A version of you who feels more stable, more certain, more at ease. See how they move, how they think, how they react, and gently step into that version. Not fully, just a little, just enough to feel the shift. Now say, "I am becoming that person. I am already on the path. I trust the process." Stay here for a moment. Breathe. Let it settle. This is how manifestation actually works. Not through force, but through alignment. Not through pressure, but through repetition of feeling. You are not trying to create something from nothing. You are tuning into a version of you that already exists. And the more you tune into it, the more real it becomes. And eventually, your outer world has no choice but to reflect it. So if your manifestation hasn't been working, it's not because you're not capable. It's because your signal has been mixed. And now, you're learning how to make it clear. Simple, aligned, consistent. From this moment on, stop focusing on results and start focusing on your signal, how you feel, what you believe, who you are becoming, because that is the real work. And that is what creates change, not overnight, but inevitably. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Choose one affirmation, just one. Make it believable, make it soft, make it real, and repeat it daily. Not with pressure, but with presence. Feel it, breathe it, live it, even for a few moments, and watch what happens. Because once your inner world shifts, your outer world follows. It always does. Now, if this spoke to you, if you felt something shift, even slightly, don't ignore it. This is how it begins. Subscribe to Manifest Signal Lab. Come back to this daily. Repeat the affirmations, train your signal, and step into the version of you that already has what you're asking for. It's closer than you think. Stay aligned, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next transmission.